Alright guys, what's good? I've got a pretty funny clip lined up for you today. It's about a woman who's completely spiraling because the guys she's dating don't seem to care about what she actually wants. Let's get straight into it, and make sure you drop your thoughts and opinions in the comments.
Hi, my name is Sierra and I date fucking supervillains. So Frenchie last night asked to come on over and he wants to cook dinner together. He'll bring the food. He shows up, brings a beautiful bouquet of flowers, like he's filling me with flowers, right? And we cook dinner together and we're laughing and giggling and having a great time. Everything's good. We sit down to eat dinner and I probably wouldn't have even brought this up if I didn't think I knew what the answer was going to be. And I was like, hey, we've reached the 3-month mark. Like, it's time to find the relationship, like boyfriend, girlfriend now.
You've got to love how this always plays out. This is such a modern dating classic. They'll casually see a guy for months. Everything's chill. No labels, no commitment. And then out of nowhere, it's like, okay, 3 months are up. Where's my relationship? Like, pause for a second. Let that sink in. You've been in a situation this entire time, and now you're shocked that the guy didn't mentally promote himself to boyfriend without ever agreeing to it. And here's the funniest part, when they finally push for commitment, it almost always backfires, because if a man wanted a relationship, he would have locked it in early. He wouldn't need a calendar reminder. Honestly, the surprise on their face every single time kills me. It's like watching the same episode on repeat.
He's laughing and giggling. He's like, oh yeah, I remember your 3-month rule. Can we guess what happened after this? Does anybody have any guesses? He says no, he doesn't want to be exclusive. And I said, what do you mean? We've been doing that anyways. And he goes, what do you mean? We haven't been exclusive. And I said, huh? You've asked me if I've been sleeping with it. We had this full conversation. And he looks me dead in the face and he goes, no, I asked you if you had been sleeping with other people. And then you had joked, you were like, oh, are you? Don't tell me, ha ha ha. And he goes, and so you didn't want to know the answer, and so I didn't tell you. What? This man has been sleeping with other people the whole time.
Wow. No way. The guy you were casually dating was dating casually. I'm shocked. Truly stunned. Let me flip this real quick, so it actually makes sense. This would be like a guy paying a woman's rent, groceries and bills for 3 months, and then saying, wait, you promised me intimacy after 3 months. Everyone would laugh him out of the room. Same logic applies here. If there's no commitment, there are no expectations, period. And this is where a lot of people mess up. They don't hear a promise. They assume one. They don't get clarity. They get comfortable. And comfort is not commitment.
Answer, and so I didn't tell you. What? This man has been sleeping with other people the whole time.
What makes this even more predictable is the type of guy being chased. These are usually men with options, dating apps, attention, multiple women interested. So when you chase someone who has options, you automatically become one of the options. That's not disrespect, it's just reality. I saw a comment once that summed this up perfectly. If you pursue people with options, don't be surprised when you're treated like one. And then instead of reflecting, we get a TikTok rant about how dating is broken. You literally cannot script this better.
The whole time. Wow. And then he goes, well, you're the only one that I've slept with without a condom. Yeah, now I feel special, thank you. I said, we have had the...
Oh yeah, that's supposed to make everything better. But hey, you were special though. Yeah, I don't think that's the compliment you think it is.
Conversation multiple times that we're not seeing other people. And he was like, no, you said that. I really didn't say that. He says, why can't we just keep doing what we've been doing? And I said, you mean where you're doing what you want without telling me that's what you want to do? And he said, yes. My dream ideal situation is that I have a relationship where I'm very in love with the person, but I can go sleep with whoever I want, but I don't want to have to tell my person about it. I just want to do what I want on the side. I cannot stress to you all enough how fucking clear I have been with my expectations and my wants. This dude, full on, like, his own agenda, acting on his own accord. Like, I am a 100% victim in this circumstance.
Here's the biggest issue. Being clear about what you want doesn't magically create a relationship. Expectations mean nothing without agreement. You can want exclusivity all day long. If the other person never agreed to it, it doesn't exist. And notice something important. There was never a moment where he said, yes, we're exclusive. There was just hoping, assuming, and filling in the blanks. That's not betrayal. That's misalignment.
Dude, full on, like, his own agenda, acting on his own accord. Like, wow. I am a 100% victim in this circumstance. I said, I left you and walked away from this situation twice. Not once, twice. And you chased me down to get me back. And we have been acting like we're in a full-on relationship. We are spending overnights. My dog is going to his place, like literally full-on couple. There's only 1 day a week I have not seen this man.
This part honestly makes it worse. She left once because she didn't get commitment, came back, stayed longer, still no commitment. At some point, you're not being misled. You're choosing to stay. Calling this a victim story after multiple chances is wild.
Full-on couple. There's only 1 day a week I have not seen this man. So I say, what is that about? And he said, oh, it was an experiment. I said, an experiment? He said, yeah, I wanted to see if maybe I was capable of being in a relationship like that again. I just wanted to see if I could do it. And I kind of like learning and figuring you out, and it's like a game for me. He says, I just really like trying to figure out who you are and how I can make it work and manipulate you. So me feeling comfortable to get into that situation and start like showing you guys and sharing, yeah. So I guess it wasn't real. It was all fake. It was all fake. So Frenchie is dead to us. We're never talking about him again. I already had my cry, and we are not crying anymore. We are moving on. But he's dead to us.
And now suddenly it was all a game, all manipulation. None of it was real. Look, I'm not defending the guy. He clearly wasn't relationship material. But that was obvious. The first time commitment didn't happen. What's crazy is how the entire video is spent trying to convince the audience that this was unavoidable. It wasn't. This wasn't bad luck. This was ignoring reality. Thanks for seeing the video. Till here, guys, comment down below your thoughts on this. I will see you in the next one. Till then, take care.